video, I'm gonna break down the vocals of Say No to This from Hamilton. So, let's sing something. La la la. If you are new to my channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. My channel teaches you how to sing. Yay! And I'd like to point out that I noticed that over 95% of people that watch my videos do not subscribe. So if you do like this, since I get a lot of likes on them, then you should subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Today I'm going to go over Say No to This from Hamilton, and I'm going to kind of break down what the vocalists are doing, how they're doing it, and how you can make a similar type of style. Also, I'd like to point out that I have already seen this song performed. I actually watched the entire musical from start to finish, and it is a 7-part series. So if you'd like to check out the entire series, which I have a link, I'm going to put that down below, and you get to walk through the entire thing with me. So I saw Hamilton, and I saw this singer actually do the Aunt Peggy voice, and in my review, I mentioned that I thought it was really cool, and I liked her voice, and I thought it was really cute and perky, and everyone was like, you have to watch Say No to This, because she has a totally different vocal. So I did, and I agree, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone under stress meets someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air, you can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it.
I really do like his narration. I feel like he does such a great job of telling the story, but also doing the singing type of thing, but in a way that isn't super kind of rappy feeling like other parts. It's just, he does a really good balance on it. And he does it in a way that you can feel the emotion as he says it, but he's got this little swagger to him that I really like.
Hadn't slept in a week, I was weak, I was awake. You've never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walked into my life. She said,
I know you are a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go, and I came here all alone.
She said,
my husband.
So she's definitely going about it a totally different way than when she did Aunt Peggy. This style is definitely pulled back. She's also using a lot of her diaphragm and slightly constricting the sound in order to create, it's like a hip hop, but I almost want to say it's kind of a jazzy feel to it. Are you getting that? I get like a little jazzy vibe from her, just a smidge.
Do you like to sing? Then you should join my Facebook group. We go live with vocal warm-ups, singing Saturdays, warm-up Wednesdays, and even our monthly group challenge with all sorts of prizes. Click the link in the description below and join our creative community of singers just like you.
Doing me wrong, beating me, cheating me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on.
so I offered her a loan, I offered to walk her home. She said,
You're too kind, sir.
I gave her $30 that I had sold.
Yeah, so her style in there is the nasal pharynx is actually pretty close. You're too kind, sir. It's got a really pulled back rather than you're too kind, sir. Or if it's pinked, you're too kind, sir, which is very pinked out in the front. She's purposely closing a little bit of that nasal pharynx and holding the sound back, which gives it a more of a sultry feel to it.
Blocked away, she lived a block away, she said.
This one's mine, sir.
And I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red, she led me to a bed, let her legs spread and said,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how.
Stay right there. Hey. is there's a little bit of backward placed vibrato in there, which is, I'm telling you guys, it's an old style. It's not necessarily like a hip hop style. It's more of a jazzy kind of style. And she hits it and then she pulls back slightly like Philippa Sue does, but she's doing it way more dramatically and adding that round kind of tone, placing the sound into her chest.
Say no to this, I don't know how to say no to this, but my God, she looks so
I like the
healthy.
music on that.
And her body's saying hell yes.
So his style is definitely more of a rapping style. He's doing less singing, more of a rap style, where she's then coming in with this deeper, darker, sultry feel to her voice, which is a very interesting combination. And I actually do like it. I think it breaks things up a little bit throughout Hamilton. It felt like there, for me, as a vocalist, there's quite a bit of the rap singing. And so it's really nice to hear her also coming in with kind of that jazzy sultry to balance out the two for sure. And might I add, as character-wise, she's got more sexy swagger. She's moving a little bit slower, where when she was Peggy, it was kind of cute and flirty and very more springy. And so I love to see this like 180 difference. 180, 360, 360, total difference. You get what I'm saying.
In my mind, I'm trying to go, and her mouth is on mine, and I don't say no. No, say no to this. No, no, say no to this. No,
no to this.
No, say no to this. I wish I could say that was the last time I said that. Last time it became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. Even better, it said.
So here's the interesting part, because I've already seen this before. Here's what I thought was interesting. When she pulls away from him, she has slightly a look of like, oh no, did I do that kind of feel? But then he goes on to say that they do this multiple times, and obviously she's setting him up. So at first I thought it was kind of odd, but now that I'm watching it again, it's kind of making a little more sense of her like, oh no, did I do that look is actually more of a, maybe she feels bad that she's setting him up for this blackmail.
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who decided to... Uh-oh. You made the wrong sucker a cuckold. So time to take the pepper, pull the pants, you unbuckle. And hey, you can keep seeing my whole wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife.
I hit the letter and I raced to a place, screamed, I'll cut you in the face, she said.
So... definitely, again, that rap singing as well. But if we're gonna compare the two between Lin-Manuel and then him, is that Lin has a little bit more of, he hits certain words and he kind of brings the pitch up a little bit more, whereas this performer does it, but he doesn't lift as much. He keeps it a little bit more guttural as he's then doing the rap singing, which... it's just a different style, and it puts him a little bit more on the aggressive end, I guess you could say, or the bad guy end. Whereas Lin, with his higher up pitch, puts him a little bit more character-wise as far as vocally feeling as a little bit more innocent of a person.
No, sir. Just apologetic, a mess, she looked pathetic, she cried. Please don't go, sir. So what's your whole story,
open it more.
I don't know about any letter.
Stop crying, goddammit, get it.
I didn't know any better. Please don't leave me
I am
helpless.
do this.
Just give him what he wants and you can have me. Whatever you
I don't want you.
If you pay, you can stay.
Nice! She really lifted that up. You can actually even see in her face that her eyebrows lift, her eyes pop open. This whole nasal pharynx area has lifted and activated as she's going into that note, heading into it. Whew, beautiful.
Body
clearly hear her voice under his. You can clearly hear his voice over hers because she's placing it so deep. No. And he's like, yes, kind of a little bit higher of a tone. So his is going to travel further than hers. But what a cool combination. Ooh, right there. Yeah. She then released the tension and went into a little bit more of a slight falsetto from that mixed belt. That takes skill.
Say no to this, I don't say no to this. There is nowhere I can go.
So?
Nobody needs to know.
Go ahead and click here for my free downloadable cheat sheet on how to sing like the cast members of Hamilton. Click here for my massive playlist of all of the Hamilton videos that I have broken down. And if you are a singer, you should come and hang out with me in my Facebook group. The link is down below, and I will see you in the next song. La la la!